Hey guys, we had some decent action today. Let's jump into another daily review video. So yeah, let's start with dollar water analysis was yesterday. Mm, yep, yesterday we were somewhere here, right? Yes, and I was expecting a reaction from this order block, but it never got mitigated. And yesterday I have said that this can act as a buy side liquidity. So yeah, about this we can have some downside momentum, and we had some downside momentum today. If we go to lower time frames, we had some confirmations on the bearish side. Even though this order block didn't got mitigated, it is still unmitigated in my view. Yes, it is still unmitigated for me. Even though that order block didn't get mitigated, we have seen nice retracement to the downside. Yeah, as I said yesterday, I'm still bearish on dollar, but to go bearish on dollar full size, we need to see how price reacts from this sell side liquidity, which has this FEG and order blocks in just below those. If we see in 30 minutes, we had a clean change of character here, and we have multiple structure breaks. Even though this shouldn't create any problem, but should be on the safer side, right? So yeah, price can always do this and tap into one of these supply areas, and again can do this, or else we have three scenarios here. Price can tap into this order block and continue go lower, or else uh, price can directly go lower. So that would be my plan for DXY. Overall, I'm still bearish on DXY. Even though this order block didn't haven't got mitigated, we have some confirmations to to become bearish. So yeah, that's the reason I'm bearish on dollar still. So let's go to euro. Euro, as I said yesterday, yeah, as I said yesterday, we can have some retracement to the downside. We had that retracement, but today I have actually taken a trade, which I have taken an SL today. So yeah, I mean, for this, let's analyze this trade first. We had some bearish order flow here on this time frame, particularly 30 minutes. We have break of structure here. We have some really bearish order flow, right? Yeah, I have missed this in London, but it's okay. I have stopped trading London now. I'm trading only New York. We have missed this trade here, and this was a really good setup. But what I have missed is, I mean, this is a really risky trade. I know why, because it is in a really discount zone, right? It is below this zero point 0.6 level. It is a really discount zone for price to move move in the opposite direction, and it came really it came. Look at these size of these candles, how fast it went in the NFP, and look at how slow the retracement was. This is a healthy retracement, guys. So yeah, I have got an SL here by thinking price should mitigate this order block, and yeah, I have got an SL here that didn't get worked. Price gave a confirmation here, and yeah, I'm basically now what my view will be in 4 hour. This order block still, it is still intact, guys. It is unmitigated, and in 1 hour, We have some confirmations on the upside, but what I can see is this is just a range because we don't have anything in this in 1 hour. If you go to 30 minutes, yes, we have some confirmations on the upside. So what I can do is I would be really cautious if price get breaks or breaks this buy side liquidity and look for some retracements from this, or else this I'll wait for price to mitigate this order block to look for longs. So basically what I can say is this is a no trading zone for me. This is a no trading zone for me. Yes. Mhm. Or maybe, yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, we can consider going longs from here because we have confirmations in DXY on the bearish side. So this can act as a sell side liquidity, and we can look for longs from these areas. I mean, what I'm talking is below this is sell side liquidity. We can look for some confirmations to go higher. Yeah, basically my view is still intact on Euro USD. I am bearish on the higher time frame, but you should be careful because of this buy side liquidity and this unmitigated order block. We should see how price reacts from here. If we get some confirmations, I wouldn't be hesitated to look for shorts from here, even though I'm bullish on higher time frame for a small retracement, or price can also come and mitigate this order block. Mm, yeah, that's my view on Euro West, and yes, this can act as buy side liquidity. And here we have a nice FPG in 4 hour and order block in 4 hour. Same as yesterday. Everything remains same as yesterday, but yeah, it is still in Friday's range. So even tomorrow is a really dry day. We don't have any high impact news. So what I feel is even tomorrow price will be inside this Friday's range. So for price to be in the Friday's range, price should get take out price should take out this buy side liquidity and react from here. So yeah, that will be my bias for Euro tomorrow. If this takes out this sell side liquidity, I would be looking to go. I would be looking for some longs. I wouldn't be shorting in this area. I mean, I wouldn't be shorting in below this sell side liquidity for sure. If price comes below this sell side liquidity and doesn't give any confirmations for longs, I will definitely wait for this order block to get mitigated and look for longs. But I wouldn't take any shorts here because I had already paid the price today by looking for shorts here, and I wouldn't do that mistake again. So yes, that's it for Euro. Let's move on to GBP USD. As I said yesterday, we have some retracement toward in GBP USD also. But for this, yesterday I think I did a mistake by marking this. I haven't considered this 4 hour order block, which should have been really perfect entry. 4 hour order block. Let's see if we have some confirmations. I haven't looked at it. Yes, we do have some confirmations. Yeah, but it would be a risky one because it reacted from this supply too. So yeah, but overall it is still bullish. Higher time frame bias remains still intact. It should take out this buy side liquidity now. Now GU doesn't have any downside liquidity to get mitigated. So let me see. Yeah, Euro have this unmitigated order block, but GU doesn't have. GU don't have any downside liquidity or downside unmitigated order blocks in the higher time frame. But let's check out in lower time frames. We do have in lower time frames. Yes, this is a 4-hour OB which got mitigated. So yes, what we can do is we can consider this as buy side liquidity, but it would be really risky to short here because even this can act as liquidity and this can act as liquidity. So that's the reason I am not marking all this because this is all the supply zone really. But yeah, what I'll do is if at all price takes out this buy side liquidity, it is a really good zone for you for GU to get some reaction to the downside. For longs, yeah, obviously this will act as a sell side liquidity. Let's have a fit on here. Yep, this can really act as a sell side liquidity, and we have some order blocks here which are unmitigated. So I'd be looking to go long from here in GU, and I'd be looking to go short. Look for shorts if we have some confirmations here because we have our higher time frame narrative is bullish and we don't have any unmitigated unmitigated demand zones or unmitigated liquidity zones on the higher time frame on the downside in the downside. Yes, on 1 hour time frame it is still not mitigated this thing, but I don't think it is a big matter because it has already came too deep into the discount zone. Yeah, same as you. This will act as sell side liquidity, and I'll be looking to look for longs from this area. But in euro, I wouldn't be looking for longs from this area because this is really not looking good for me. And because we have an unmitigated order block in the higher time frame here, I would be looking for longs from here or from here with confirmations. But GU looks good from to go longs from here. So yeah, overall narrative is we don't have any unmitigated order blocks or unmitigated liquidity zones, demand zones below the current price on the higher time frame. So price needs to take out this buy side liquidity. So I am bullish on GBP USD too. Let's go to gold. Okay, this is what we have marked yesterday. This has an order block. It came to that order block. It did mitigate that. We have some confirmation, but those aren't clear confirmations because price came to, I mean, look at how price reacted here and look at how price is retracing back. So this is a weak retracement. So I wouldn't be interested in gold until and unless this range gets taken out. This is a no trading range for me. If this comes below this range, I will look for longs. Even if this breaks this range, I will look for some confirmations on long side because our higher time frame narrative in gold too is bullish. So yeah, that's it guys. In short, I am bearish on DXY but should be careful below this zone. It has formed relative equal lows too, and I am bullish on Euro USD. These are also kind of relative equal lows, and I look for longs below the sell side liquidity, and this buy side liquidity should get taken out. So I am bullish, and we have an unmitigated order block in the higher time frame. Don't forget this because it may price may price may get attracted to this unmitigated order block too. In GU, we have the sell side liquidity. I'll look for longs below this sell side liquidity, and yeah, obviously I look for shorts. I think I mean, we can look for shorts here too, but you should be precise on your entries for if you're shorting here because you'll be having liquidity just above your entry. So yeah, you'll be too precise with your entry here. Okay, let me mark this as a buy side liquidity too. I mean, understand the logic, guys. If you are shorting from here, you have a strong liquidity zone just above you. Not even that, we have even this buy side liquidity in the band. We have this buy side liquidity. So that is why I haven't marked that, but we can look for some confirmations to short from here for a small retracement. Obviously, we are bullish on higher time frame, right? So yeah, for a retracement, yes, we can look for some shorts, but your entry should you should time your entry really good. So yes, that's it, guys. I mean, that's what we have today. I think it's pretty much completed. So yes, guys, that's it for today. See you in another daily review video.